Peace Collective, my name is Kay and I'm a messenger of the universe. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. Even if you're new here, this is not the first time that our souls have crossed paths. So let's get started with this reading. This is going to be another collective general reading. And we're going to see what y'all need to know and or be aware of. So, excuse me, y'all. So, recently, I don't know if it's just the energy. Like, I've been feeling a lot of different energies recently, and the reason why it's so different for me is because, it's like I realized how peaceful the past energy was now that this chaos has been thrusted upon me. And like recently, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, it's just almost like people who are deviating from the good parts of your life, it's happening for a reason. That's what y'all need to know. So pretty much the message that I got here that I channeled says that this person, they're not going to make themselves distinguishable because they're no different than everyone else. You are someone who's attracting leaders, and sometimes you are going to have like low vibrational people, or like people who sneak in or find their way into your life who aren't any good for you. However, you also have the power to kick them out, and you also have the power to control the situation, because you are the high vibrational and you're also intelligent, extremely intelligent from what I channeled. So you're the anomaly here. Certain people around you could have normalized their toxicity, and you could have found their bubble or like their hub, something like that. Like you were hanging around them in a group or some sort of setting, and you kind of realized you were the anomaly. You were the kind of like the outsider, not because you actually are weird or different. It's because the people that they surround themselves with are also toxic or are draining or are not good for them. So I'm very sensitive, y'all. Like I understand that. Like I say that, but I kind of feel like sometimes I don't really understand it until I have something happen to me, and I'm like, oh, that's not something that happens to everyone else. That's something that happens to people that are like me, you know? So when I feel these energies, or I'm like, oh, this is happening, for me it feels regular, but to someone else, they're going to be looking at me or literally listening to my video probably like, what the heck is she talking about? Like, what energy, who's feeling what? But like and then when it actually plays out in your life, you're going to be like, oh, now I get, like, I can actually put the pieces together now, like she's talking about this or that, whatever. But I think that it's just important for us to keep an open mind, because sometimes like we have such a closed mind, and I have compassion for people like that because I myself used to be closed-minded too, to spirituality and stuff like that. Like I'm telling y'all, I did not believe in none of this. I didn't believe in astrology. I just didn't believe in it. Like I thought it was BS until I studied it for myself, because I have this habit when something scares me or it's something that confuses me or something I don't understand, I have a habit of studying very deeply into it so that I can get rid of that fear or the confusion surrounding it. And so once I started learning about astrology, I actually was very fascinated by it, and I was like, wow, this is actually very real if you get to know it intimately, you know? So I think that's kind of what's happening for y'all. Y'all are probably developing a deep relationship to your spirituality, not just kind of BSing it. Some of y'all could have tried to with like caring more about the aesthetics of spirituality rather than actually developing a bond or meditating or taking the time out to have a connection to whatever you feel connected to. You guys are actually starting to have the experiences, like hypersensitive experiences, like seeing things, seeing flashes of light, seeing movement off the corner of your eye, and also seeing like heat waves in random places. Like you could just be looking at a regular spot, and you just notice little heat waves that are popping up. I don't know how to explain it, but if you know, you know. Some of y'all could also be experiencing like intense dreams, high anxiety, diet changes, exhaustion, drinking a lot of water, the desire to fast or sit with yourself. Like maybe you guys feel like you want to move, but you're not sure what you want to do. Some of you guys don't know how to channel that energy you're feeling. Some of you guys don't know how to channel like the feeling of you need to get up and do something. You could put it into the wrong channel sometimes. So pretty much you got to learn how to put the right energy into the right channels, because if you put the right energy into the wrong channels, it's not going to pan out the way you want. And if you put the wrong energy into the right channels, then it's still not going to pan out. So it's like a balance between both worlds. So it's kind of something you got to take day by day, because it's not going to happen overnight, because you have to learn how to notice your weaknesses and your blind spots. And then when you do notice them, you have to learn how to heal it or fix it or control it in some way. Nine of Pentacles. Some of y'all might have a business of your own, or like a company of yours that you may want to start. And this is going to go really well for you, especially if you, for my women that are watching specifically, if you have like Virgo placements, Mercury, Virgo, Gemini placements, because I kind of feel like y'all are very intelligent and intuitive. Queen of Wands, y'all are also very attractive. You can use your looks to get away with something. I heard pretty privileged too. Like, your beauty is unmatched. You guys may be able to even use your beauty to get ahead, and others of y'all can use your network, the people you know, your resources, stuff like that. Like, you have connections to people. Others of you might have a combination of both. And then others of you are kind of like working on having a balance of both, because I think that's kind of what this reading is pointing to. You have a mix of both, but you're kind of developing one side more than the other. You're more developed in one side more than the other is what I'm trying to get at. So you guys might be very beautiful right now, but still working on your stability with a business, or you're already very stable with a business or company, but you're still working on like yourself, your inward self, your spirituality, or like your looks, or, you know, taking care of your body or your skin or your fitness goals, stuff like that. So you guys are just at different levels right now, depending on when you're watching this and who you are that's watching this. That's why these readings are timeless, y'all. You can watch this whenever and it can resonate for you. And then we also have the Hermit, so isolation. You guys might be taking a lot of time for yourself to work on your business, and also spending time to channel your energy into the right places as well. Maybe you guys are learning a lot about like how to channel your sexual energy, or how to channel your beauty in some way. Maybe learning about pretty privilege. I don't know why I kept getting a lot of that. Like, it was like some sort of femme fatale energy. Some of y'all could also be into streaming, or you could be considering like streaming video games or something like that. Or you are a streamer yourself. This is going very well for you. Is going very well for you. The Hierophant. Yeah, you guys are the Hierophant. Are they the student or the teacher? And then the bottom of the deck is the Sun. I think I'm gonna pull that out as well. Are they the student or the teacher? If y'all have a yes or no question, the answer is yes. And are you the student or the teacher? I kind of feel like y'all are both. I think that you guys, oh, you guys are becoming a teacher. You were a student, now you're becoming the teacher. I see now. So you guys are transforming your life in a very big way. Like, a lot of people are going to be looking up to you and asking you for advice and help. A lot more people than you expect. So you may be noticing that, like, you may not have that many people that specialize in your field, or that know your field the way that you do. So because of that, you may find yourself teaching a lot of people who want to work in your field, or who want to be like you, or who want to be as good as you, or similar to you, you know? Yeah, the star. Like, you guys stand out for sure. Like, you guys are the ones that's distinguishable here. You guys have that star quality. You probably have Aquarius placements, Aquarius and Uranus. Very unique. Like, you just stand out. You can't really control it, and you don't have to force it either. You just almost like you just stand there and exist, and you're attractive. Or like your sexuality, you don't force it. You're not like doing too much. You know how to just make it like sultry almost. Like, it's not ever too much. You guys have this extremely magnetic like pull towards you, where people just are like, they want to get to know you more. They want to know what you know. They may know that you have many interests, but maybe you don't like to talk about it. Like, there's just a lot to you that maybe not everyone sees here that you know about. But again, it's like you guys keep this to yourself, or like, you know that there's a lot of people trying to just take your energy for granted, or just use your energy because they know what you have to offer. You guys are learning to protect your abundance, to protect yourself. Some of you guys may have to learn I'm getting like some of y'all really had to learn how to respect yourself. Like you really had to learn how to put yourself on the pedestal. You have to stop giving everybody and everyone your energy, especially the F-boys. Like the Knight of Wands is not like not pushing nothing, just problems. And it's kind of like you guys are just learning your self-worth and your value in these situations. Like I'm just hearing I'm a queen, like I'm a king, I'm royalty, you know. I don't deserve to be treated like I'm less than, you know. Some of y'all, you don't even want to be a martyr. You don't want to be like royalty, and you know, or even it's not even about being treated like royalty. It's just basic human decency and respect, you know. It's not, but to someone like me, being treated with respect is what's going to make me want to treat someone like royalty. So I don't know, that's just a matter of perspective, I guess. So this is really about like you guys are about to have a lot of your fears ease, especially when it comes to your home life and the things that make you happy. Clarity is coming. Your happiness is here, and you can feel it coming. It's almost like you know it's here, but you're nervous about it because you haven't seen it all play out yet, or you don't know every single detail. You don't know every single in and out of how it's going to happen, but you know it's going to happen. You've gotten the dreams and the signs, and you get the numbers and the syncs, and you know you're destined for more, but you've just always felt it. You've always felt it, and it's like your life, the way that it happens, even when bad things happen for you, they still work out in your favor, you know. Like you were that one person who didn't go on that plane the day that it got delayed or something like that. Like you just have those sorts of situations that happen, or just by chance the one car that you decided not to buy was the faulty one that exploded when someone else bought it. Like you guys have those sorts of things where it's almost like people are like, yo, is this an angel? Or like, and it's not just things that happen to you, it happens to the people around you. Your energy influences people around you, and it happens to them in similar ways. And so they think that, well, some people will think that it's you. Some people are like, I don't know what energy you got, I don't know who's protecting you, but it's something like an angel or something. Yeah, like people get addicted to you emotionally as well. It's not just about your beauty or your attraction. Like you're beautiful inside and out. Yeah, you could have made someone jealous around you too, and someone's like overthinking everything you say. I hear, but they're like, oh yeah, we have good vibes. This person thinks you look really good, and like if they're with someone else, they pretend that the other person is you, and they still keep old messages as well. Like this person still, like someone from your past may still be into you. Some of y'all, again, you don't have to always take the people back, but I just like to pull love messages at times just to see what's happening. I do think that you guys are in a serious connection though, or you have a serious commitment on the way. And this connection is going to lead to something deeper. You may also start a business with this person, or you may discuss starting a business, something like that. This person's going to support your business or fund it in some way. And this person's also going to fly to see you. The sun, Leo placements, sun placements, Taurus placements. Taurus, what planet does Taurus? Don't know. I can't remember the planet, but if y'all know, go ahead and drop a comment or something. We got Judgment, I believe it's Sagittarius, and Jupiter. I'm not positive on that either, but drop a comment, y'all, if you know better than I do. We also got Aquarius with the star, Uranus. Very unique energy, okay? And there's a lot of major arcana cards I should point out. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of these, 5 major arcana cards. 10th house, 5th house, 8th house, 2nd house, and 9th house. And then we also have a bunch of queens too. Y'all are like royalty. Dang, some of y'all, this is like you versus your ex type thing. Like what you have to offer versus like what your ex was offering, or something. This is what someone else is offering you, and this is what you have to offer. Like they just don't hold weight to what you have going on. So they could have thought they were doing something, or thought their little wand was doing something that they were offering, but in reality you're looking at them like you're a page, you're a knight, like you're not even a king yet. Like what are you doing? What are you doing? You don't even have stability. You don't even have the basics, to get in the doors. Like it's kind of wild. And we also have 6 of Cups, so 9 of Pentacles. I do think some of y'all have a marriage or some sort of commitment or union on the way. This is a long-term divine commitment because there was the Hierophant. So this is something that's going to lead to marriage in your future. You guys like shifted your timeline or something, because now you're on a timeline where I think you guys also have found your divine counterpart as well. That's why you guys are in this queen energy, and then you guys may have someone else who's around you who's pulling on your energy, and they're still in this Knight energy, and you're like, nah, like I already know what I have, like I'm not worried about you. And then otherwise you guys have your happiness here, your friends or your family, the things that bring you joy, your hobbies, whatever you do in your free time, your pets, anything that brings you joy. And then like your anxieties are so much smaller compared to all these blessings you have going on. So even if you do have moments of down, it's never gonna last. And you guys are kind of getting comfortable with that. Like, you know, it's not gonna last, because at the end of the day, your comeback is gonna be even greater. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading, collective. My name is Kay. I had the pleasure of being your reader today. Go ahead and join me on Instagram if you want more content at Kay Intuitive, and on Patreon at Kay Exclusive. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this reading, and I hope to catch you on my next video. Peace.